welcome. Today we are on Dartmoor, just on the edge of Dartmoor. We're going to head up to Avon Dam, do a little loop around that. I'll try and get you some good footage on the way up with my new camera. The DJI Action 5, first time out. I have got a microphone, but we'll stop, have a cup of tea, coffee, and yeah, put the microphone on, we'll have a chat, and see how it goes, eh? The weather's been a bit crap, that's why I haven't really been out much this week. A lot of rain, wind. Dartmoor is like a bog, so I don't really want to be up here when it's like that. I have done part of this walk before, many times up to the dam. We are going to go a slightly different way today. There's some hut circles and things hopefully we can find. So yeah, let's crack on. Onwards. Lovely Dartmoor. Something about this place. Some goosebumps. It's beautiful. It's vast. It's slightly scary. End up in the wrong place, you could be in all sorts of trouble up there. But today we're lucky. Got a road for a bit anyway. Can't help taking shots of the water. I mean, it's just incredible. Like I said, we've had a lot of rain, so hopefully these reservoirs would have filled up a bit. This is the river Avon. To be mistaken with the one that runs in Somerset. Let's crack on. ruins here. Used to be like a settlement. Range just started again. So, yeah, let's crack on. Just want to look at this. More ruins. Somebody's left a jacket there on the tree. Jacket right here. I will look up what these ruins are. If this video makes it to YouTube, I'll put the information on the screen or in the description. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Let's go in here. Metal in the ground here. Old walls covered in moss. Check this out. Nothing can stop nature, can it? Somebody built a wall once and the tree decided, nope, my patch. How's a new camera working out for you? just see the dam poking through the trees on the horizon. Just taking a bit of shelter. I think it's only a shower, so I don't really want to get my waterproof coat on and stuff if I don't have to. I mean, I'm kind of already wet, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. The rain passed, kind of, so let's crack on. Expecting a few more showers. As you can see, I've got a cloud. Look at that. Blue sky. English weather, load of rubbish. We get 3 minutes of summer and 11 months of winter. Right, let's crack on. Absolutely no idea what that is. If you know, leave it in the comments below. That in the distance. Stunning. And just hiding over there is Avon Dam. Go. There it is. Unfortunately, we can't walk over. It's locked. It's a shame. So, here we go, Avon Dam. Do not jump or dive off this structure. Danger of death. So our path goes around there, look. Okay guys, so we are at Avon Dam. Our route would take us all the way around it, so this way behind me, all over those hills, all the way down around the other side, following the hills over there, and then back down to the car. Just check the weather again, because it just keeps changing every 5 minutes, and it just says it's going to rain for the next hour to hour and a half. That is open moorland. I don't want to be stuck out there in open rain. I really wanted to get out today and try this camera, the microphone, and have a bit of a walk, but to be honest, I don't know if I want to go that way. So I'm going to stop, get a little bit of shelter somewhere, and rethink. The problem is I can't even cross over here and go back down the other side, which is disappointing, but we'll see. Give me a minute and I'll work out what we're doing. Unfortunately, it's coming that way. It's that that's coming towards me. What's that? I want that. That's what I want. I want some blue sky. I'm not ready for summer to end. It's September. It's not winter. It's just about autumn, I suppose, but not really. I'm not ready for it yet. I'm not ready to hibernate. Are you? Are you ready for those dark early nights, dark mornings, wet, cold, miserable? I'm not. It's I guess we don't really get much choice. There's pretty good flat spots here. Make a nice wild camp. Though I don't think this is within the area you're allowed to camp, but freedom to roam and all that. So I've carried on walking because I just want to. I'm going to get wet. I'm already wet. Hopefully we're going to find somewhere to hunker down if it gets really bad. And, we'll stop, make a brew, have a bit of a chat, see what you've all been up to. It's been a while, hasn't it? So let's get on a little bit, find somewhere to settle down, get a kettle on. find somewhere dry to make a brew. Let's crack on. Sheep back there. That's why I always keep Tyson on his lead. Really don't want to upset the sheepies, poor little things. But this is their backyard, you know, not his. So yeah, if you do ever come up here with your dogs, you should really keep them on a lead or a leash. Wind's getting bad. I still haven't pulled the microphone out yet because I really want to get it wet. I don't know whether it's waterproof or not, but I'm still waiting to find somewhere to stop for a brew. When I do, I'll put the microphone on and see how it is. Cool. So we're pretty much back at the path where we turned off right. The right hand side of the dam, we went up there. The road went there. As you can probably see, the weather is not playing ball today. I've been quite lucky. I'm still waiting for that cup of tea. So I think we're going to head up that way towards the dam again. Get some shots of the dam because it's pretty spectacular. And yeah, see if we can find some shelter. As you can see, it's still raining, but there's the dam. think I'm going to try and find shelter. Wait for it to pass. It's bloody soaking. Just grab some shelter under this tree. Okay. Yeah, there's Dartmoor for you. I'm going to get the microphone out. I am going to get my coat out. Get my bag cover on. This is bollocks. I hate this rucksack. Kind of. It's the OEX Valo Air. It's supposed to give you circulation around the back, but I don't know. I don't think it's really built for somebody my size. Rain stopped for a minute, but it's not stopped long enough for a brew. So we're going to crack on, back down to the van. If I see anything interesting, I'll get the camera out again, but if not, we'll have a catch up back at the van. Let's go. So obviously, I'll show you the location in a minute, because we have changed. Come off the moors. Got a bit wet up there. Right. Yeah, this constant whining is just driving me insane. Just put a little bit more in there. A bit more than we need. Whacking my head. Let's get that boiling. Just move you over there. What have we got here? Just Aldi's little instant mocha, allegedly. Some sugar. Oh, biscuit. Now I've got sugar. I can see sugar in my bag. There it is. The new camera seems to be alright. Hopefully this sounds alright. Got me little fluffy hedgehog. I'll show you outside in a minute. This is a little village where I live. This place is called the Millpool. When the tide comes in, this fills up. It floods over all wall down there. What am I doing? There you go. Spoon. Bit of extra water in there. You got enough? Bit in there if you need it. All these little tin mugs. You seem to keep your drink really hot. Hot, hot, hot. Still hot, even hotter. Hot. Got to do them dishes. Bought this little set. It's got a foldable spoon, foldable knife, and of course a fork. Problem is, this lot weighs a ton. Not a ton, but it's heavy. I mean, this probably weighs more than this and this. Well, it does weigh more than my whole cook set put together. So I definitely am taking that when I go out for a walk. There we go. Hopefully you can still hear me all right. Over the dog moaning. It's going to burn me. That's good. What else we got in here? We got a little soft bacon. Oh, dirty feet. Tides out in a minute. I'll give you a little show around in a minute. Just thought we'd have a chat for a sec. Obviously, a few things happened up on the moors. Got wet, that was one of the things. Battery died, that was another thing, which is a lesson learned. I need to take spare batteries, but it's a learning process, isn't it? And then on the way back down, close to the car, there was a couple walking along the path towards me with like some big wolfhound type dog off its lead, which it shouldn't have been. And yeah, it decided to attack Tyson. And I told the guy to get his dog under control. And he asked me if I wanted to fight. Which I find very bizarre. You know, it's like you can't go anywhere. You can't escape from idiots, no matter where you are, even on the middle of the moor. You know, the guy's doing stuff wrong. His dog is attacking my dog. It should be off its lead. And as you saw in the video, hopefully, there's lots of sheep, lots of wildlife up there. That's why you've got to keep your dog on a lead. And if his dog is going to attack my dog, I'm sure it's going to have a go at the sheep. But his reaction was to try and have a fight with me over it. Do you want some? All of that kind of stuff. Well, I just laughed. Had a few words with him. Luckily the camera wasn't on, because that probably wouldn't have been allowed on YouTube. But I just walked away. Which is quite funny really, because a lot of you know, pretty much struggling a lot lately with my mental health. I've got a lot of pent up anger, frustration, sadness, anxiety, all of the things. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised with myself. I'm surprised I didn't lose my cool and take him up on his offer, but it's just not worth it. It's just pointless. What would the outcome have been? I mean, it wouldn't have ended very well for anyone. He would have been knocked out. His partner or girlfriend or whatever it was that was with him, would have been frightened by the fact that I'd knocked him out. And then I would have been the aggressive, violent person that everyone thinks that I am, and I'm not. I've spent my whole life living in that shadow. People looking at me, judging me by my tattoos and my size, all of those things, my whole life. And I guess you get a bit of a reputation. And with that reputation, you become that. And I don't want to be that. I don't want that kind of life. I want peace. I just want to be left alone. Well, I say I want to be left alone. Takes me on to another thing that I really wanted to talk about, which I never really got a chance, was my mental health and my health in general. This last year, has been the worst year of my life. And I didn't actually think that was possible. I thought I'd already had, the worst years of my life. And, yeah. I was wrong. I've been really, really suffering, really struggling. To the point where yesterday I had to phone the crisis line and ask for help. Which sounds great on the surface, and it's that's what you should do. So anyone out there listening, if you're going through stuff, do reach out, ask for help. If you do need anyone to talk to, hit the comments. Reach out. My email's on my in my bio. But yeah, so I rang, I spoke to the doctor, and the problem is that the only help that is available is medication, is tablets. And I don't want tablets. I've been on tablets, I've been on the medication, and all it does is make me numb. It takes away reality, but reality is still there under the surface. And the only way I can describe it is like I said to the doctor, if I walked in there with a big gash on my leg, it's like an inch deep, and obviously needed stitches, I wouldn't really expect them to just put a plaster over it, or a band-aid, depending where you're from, because it wouldn't suffice. The wound would still be underneath the band-aid, and eventually, it would probably get worse. So that wasn't the answer. That wasn't the help I wanted. So the other option was talking therapy, counselling, which I've done a lot of. And the thing is here, it's the free help that you get with the NHS. It's just not enough. I think you get like eight therapy sessions, and then that's it. So again, that's not the help I want, the help I need at the moment. And the third option was to refer myself to some psych ward at the hospital and get booked in for a 72-hour evaluation. Again, it's not the help I need. I'm not suicidal. I don't want to hurt myself. There's no chance of me hurting myself. I don't like pain. But I would happily just close my eyes and make it stop would be good. So today I needed that. I needed that walk. I needed to get out. I needed to get up on the moors, away from people, away from the chaos, away from being stuck in the four walls that we're all forced to live in, these little boxes that we call home. I needed to escape that. Unfortunately, the weather didn't really help. But it is what it is, you know, this is the UK. It's September. I guess that's what we have to expect. So I just have to force myself out, make the most of it. I've got the gear, I've got the waterproofs, I've got my gaiters, I've got my coat. Coat's not that waterproof, but just make do, you know, you have to make do with what you got. Of course we all want bigger, better things. Yeah, I'd love a coat that was actually waterproof, but I can't afford that at the moment, so it'll wait. Seagull just flying towards me. Gotta watch the seagulls. They like to take aim and then poop on you. Horrible little things, aren't they, seagulls? Depends where you're from, I guess. When you live on the coast like I do, they're a bloody nuisance. This little soft bake thing's quite good. Strawberry flavour. Soft bake. Needed this. It's beautiful here. Yeah, let me turn you around so you can see. How's that? Not bad, eh? We get herons down here. So obviously when the tide drops, there's some water stays in here. Sorry about that. And a lot of little fish get trapped. And of course, yeah, the birds, the herons, they feast. I can actually see a couple of herons down the way there. Amazing creatures. So this is a millpool. Just over to my right, which I'll show you in a minute, is the River Dart, which leads down to Dartmoor one way, Totnes the other, and then it source, which is obviously up on the moor. A place that we've been actually, but we will go again and film. So what do you think of that view, guys? So yeah, anyway, let's go back over to me, shall we? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my mental health. Not a great place at the moment. Struggling. Every day is an effort, but I'm doing it. I'm waking up, getting dressed, getting outdoors, getting fresh air, improving my health, my physical health anyway, and I guess my mental health, until you run into idiots that want to fight you. Has that ever happened to you? Or is it just me? Because it seems to happen to me quite a lot. Have you ever been confronted for no reason by an aggressive idiot? Let's have a wander over here, shall we? Go and find the boats for you to have a look at. People looking at me while I'm vlogging, thinking I'm a complete tool, probably. Hey, who cares, eh? Right. going to turn you around so you don't have to keep looking at my ugly mug. And let's go look at the boats. Is anyone else's dog a complete twat? Excuse my language, but complete idiot, shall we say. Quite likes walking along here. Very professional. So, over there, look, you see the wall that goes across this here, the water. This is the River Dart, and to the right, Totnes, to the left, Dartmouth, and beyond Dartmouth is the ocean, and beyond the ocean is France. It's, oh, you can hear the fish. Fish hang around here, feeding off the algae on the bottom of the boats. Somebody fishing over there. Don't see that a lot down here, which is surprising. Short stay car park for your boat. There's a church over there in the background that you could hear. So yeah, that's what we were just looking at over there, the Millpool. What do you reckon? And yes, the dog is moaning again. No reason. Absolutely zero reason for it other than to destroy my nerves. You know, the sad thing is, this little village I live in, yes, it's beautiful, absolutely stunning. But during the day, to park where I parked, they tried to charge you £7 for the day, even though I live here. And pretty much all of these houses that you can see here, these beautiful old houses that have been converted, modernised, they're all holiday homes. Rich people live in the big cities. Obviously they need second homes because they have too much money and, you know, got to spend it on something, right? So why not that? Or that. But it means that local people can't afford housing, which is bad, because we desperately need it here. We need cost-effective housing for lower income families, because they still do exist here, you know. Local people live here, grew up here, have children here. So, you know, does it sound bad that I object to people owning multiple houses? I guess I do when it comes to here, because I could never afford to buy that house. I couldn't afford to buy that house, yet that's somebody's second or third house. So, yeah, is it fair? I don't know. What do you think? Right, let's get back to the car. I think we'll call it a day. Thank you for joining me. A bit hectic. Hopefully this video will make it to YouTube. We'll see. See what the editing's like. See if I can get the film off of this SD card. There's something I want to ask you guys. Anyone out there listening, got any experience with this? Why does it keep telling me that my SD card is too slow and it may stop recording when I bought two of those bloody SD cards They were recommended when I bought the camera. So I'm thinking now maybe I need something different. More money to spend, which I haven't really got. I can't afford to spend any more money on this crap, so we'll see what happens when I get home and try and unload all of this footage and try and put it into a little video for you guys. But hopefully you'll enjoy more of the wide view. Should be filming in 4K as well, so if you've got 4K, it should look pretty good. I'm now walking back the wrong way, by the way, because I'm trying to finish this video. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Let's see how the footage turns out. It is my first try with this camera, and things can only get better, can't they? The microphone, hopefully that's giving you really good audio now. That little boat's full of water, look. Such a shame. There we are. Right, we're going. Cheers guys. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe and the share. Really appreciate that. It all helps. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, if you'd like to help me improve my kit, my gear, the links to my PayPal are on my bio, and there's the option there for the buy me a coffee. All of the donations are greatly appreciated. They've helped me get this far. So yeah, catch you on the next one.